Welcome to TigerWolf. I'm Josh, and this is David.
Please be aware, this podcast contains strong language and spoilers.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pagedom, where David yammers on about comic books. Take it away, David.
All right, so today I'm going to talk about Green Arrow 45 and Red Hood 27 because they both deal with the same event.
You're actually giving the, I almost said model numbers.
The issue number?
Issue number, thank you. The next thought was page number. I couldn't think of what the magazine
entirety
issue,
was.
Whatever word thing.
All right, so Green Arrow 45 is the funeral for Roy Harper. There's a lot of old characters. There are a lot of older characters who appear in this one that deal with Roy, like his half-brother, his Native American half-brother, or adopted brother, technically. Ollie, Black Canary, some of the Justice League is there, not everyone. Most notably, Bruce Wayne is not there.
I was going to say, who was noticeably not there?
Bruce Wayne.
Other than Bruce Wayne, no.
I didn't see Dick. Dick Grayson. Josh is currently shaking his head at me. I didn't see Dick Grayson. I saw a couple of the other Titans. Also, notably, an interesting one that was there was Cheshire, which before New 52 kicked off and before Flashpoint is who Roy had a daughter with. Last I knew, they had retconned that. Like, them even being a thing. So her being there was a little out of place for me.
Retconned it completely?
Yeah, during New 52. So, whatever. I would like the idea of Roy's daughter being brought back into the fold. But, that's me. I like Roy as a character, so. Everybody starts sharing bits and pieces of stories, and the entire time it's an internal monologue's going on by Oliver, and he's pissed because Roy went to a place set up by the Trinity, by the Justice League, and he died there.
Two things. One, it's uncomfortable to me to refer to the three, quote unquote, who established the Justice League as the Trinity, because the Trinity is almost always bad guys. Two, isn't Oliver always angry?
This is a different angry than normal.
Oh, okay.
Normally he's rage angry. This is that emotionally unstable angry.
It's not like they could be there to protect them 24/7.
He gets that, but that was his sidekick. Yes, they had a very strained relationship. Yes, he kicked him out onto the streets after finding out Roy was doing heroin. Yes, Ollie openly admits he was not who he needed to be for Roy during the course of this issue. But he also snaps and punches Superman. And Supes just takes it. Superman
can take a bullet without caring, so...
Yeah. Diana's like, he's like, Supes looks at Ollie, he's like, I'm sorry. He's like, oh, you're gonna be sorry. I'm gonna hurt myself to make sure you understand how sorry you are.
What?
Ollie knows he can't hurt him, but he's going to keep swinging until
I see.
Clark gets it. Diana.
Well, I'm sure he gets it.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he's known as the Boy Scout.
Well, I think he gets it because he had trouble saying who was dead when he saw them.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's.
He had to disassociate them.
Like, how hard has it got to be knowing that you're pretty much an immortal, beyond God powerful? Because fucking DC likes his. Never mind. I'm not gonna get graphic, but but at the same time, like, you couldn't protect one of your charges
Yeah.
in this situation.
Not even just one. Everyone at Sanctuary, as far as we know, but Booster Gold and Harley Quinn died. So Soups is probably taking this hard. And Ollie actually says, speaking of our friends, where's Bruce?
I mean, Ollie, as a rich fly-by-night superhero guy who likes to brood over things, you should understand that Bruce is probably what he's actually doing is not what I would assume he's doing. He would probably be investigating the murder and finding the murderers. What I think he's going to do is related to what your next comic book that you'll be covering is, so I'm not going to bring that up just yet.
Well, Diana is actually the one who says Bruce is trying to find out who did it, how, and why. He's trying to figure out. That's why he's not
He's
here.
being the world's greatest detective?
Yes.
Oh my God. It's like he has one superpower and that's it.
He only has one superpower, and it's not being a detective. It's prep time. Moving on.
I mean, but you have to be a good detective.
No, you don't.
To know how to apply prep time to be a winning thing. Because guess what? Green Arrow also gets prep time.
Unless your prep time is literally, you just already have everything built, even though you couldn't have had the time to do it. Because that's Batman.
Well, no.
Okay.
I mean...
Anyway, I'm off topic. So... And one of the people there, Ollie doesn't recognize. It's a girl. And he's like, she's like, did you know Roy? He's like, yeah, I knew him pretty well. Who are you? Did you meet him in?
Who the fuck are you to Roy? What'd you do with my Roy?
And she's like, yeah, I met him in rehab. He's actually who got me clean. He didn't try to force me to go to rehab or anything. He listened. That's all he did. He gave me someone to talk to and eventually a way out. And then Ollie makes a comment about how where they're burying him is kind of fucking random. It's out in the middle of nowhere on the top of a plateau. And she's like, you really don't know what this place is? And he's like, she goes, this is where Roy decided to get clean.
So, hold on. Green Arrow, world's worst detective.
That's
in all other ways very similar to Batman.
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yes. And like Green Arrow even has a little bit of a breakdown. Like he grabs Hal and shakes him because Hal's there. He shakes Hal. He's like, can't you just, I don't know, make something with your ring to bring him back?
That's not how Green Lanterns
he's
work.
Like that. I can't do that.
If I imagine him undead, then he's going to be undead.
He's like, I can't do that, Ollie. It doesn't work like that.
I do know somebody who might have an answer. Let me call up Red Hood.
That's where I was really worried things were going to go.
It's still possible.
It's still very possible. I'm just hoping not. But all in all, the writing was, it was seeing Ollie have the internal monologue of being, I fucked up. I'm sorry. To Roy. It's too late now, but that's the thing. He had the chance to tell Roy, to talk to Roy, but he was caught up in his own bullshit and told Roy, I'll call you later, and he never did, and now this happened.
Well, I mean, like, this is one of those things that, not to get too deep here, but we've both dealt with death in our lives.
Yeah.
Like, those unsaid things, you just got to come to terms with them being unsaid.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard and can potentially keep you up at night, but I don't know a better way to say this than you just have to get the fuck over it.
You have to accept it.
Right, because there's no changing it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in comics there are, but...
Well, yeah.
Let's not take pot shots.
Like, I wasn't going to go there this time,
Let's
David.
not take pot shots, David. But...
Usually I'm the one criticizing death in comic books.
And I do it frequently because...
You just agree with what I say in most of our conversations.
I was mad about Wolverine getting brought back.
Yeah, no. I mean, Yeah, but
if
like
their death makes sense, let them stay dead.
at least for a while. Which I mean, Wolverine was kind of dead for semi while.
4 or 5 years.
That's a lot for
Yeah, that's a while for a comic book character.
for any comic book character, let alone somebody like Wolverine.
For nowadays.
And then he comes back as the Phoenix. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that's something different.
Well, anyway. But the writing, I enjoyed seeing Ollie basically trying to reconcile all of these things. And I feel like he's going to be trying to be a better mentor to the next protege he gets.
I don't know anything about comic book Green Arrow, so I don't know. So basically his next Robin.
Yeah, his next Speedy.
Or Canary or whatever the fuck he calls his.
Speedy.
So he's not falling into the trope that they're all just going to be named some of the same type of bird?
No. His lover is the canary. Black Canary.
Well, isn't Canary somebody different than Black Canary?
I don't know if there's a canary, but I do know there is a white canary, which is a different character.
I thought it was Canary, and then like she turned into Black Canary because of events, and then
no, Dinah's just always been Canary. Black Canary.
Oh.
White Canary is an assassin in the comics. Don't ask questions. What? Don't. Comic book logic. Moving on.
Red Canary. Better than fucking Red Robin for a superhero name. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I would walk up. I was just saying, I just would walk up to that guy and ask for some sweet potato fries.
Look, I like the reason he gave for choosing Red Robin over actually being Robin.
It's his favorite restaurant?
No, Robin came with baggage. There was comparing him to Dick Grayson.
But it's not
who was the Robin.
That's one.
Jason died carrying the title.
One, that's an assumption.
No, he actually states this in the comics.
No, but it's still an assumption that there is a comparison to be made. He's making this comparison, not necessarily anybody else.
Yes, he is.
Two, Robin never made sense as the sidekick to Batman. Anyway,
look,
it should have been like,
don't say it. Just don't.
Moth Dude.
God damn it. This is not.
I wasn't going to say Regal Eagle. That's what I'm creating for something else.
I was going to say don't say
I'm going to sell that to Image. It's going to be a very terrible story.
I was going to say don't say Bat Boy.
Oh, no.
I mean, what would you expect the Green Arrow sidekick to be? The Quiver?
It's not bad, actually.
That's the name of the Arrow Cave.
Arrow Cave.
That's what he calls it initially, and Harley Quinn's like, shouldn't you call it like the Quiver? And he's like, that's good.
Arsenal was bad. Was bad. Just bad.
He used other weapons. He just professed at the button.
I don't know. Like, it really depends. Like, what kind of theme he's going for as Green Arrow. Like, is he going for like a Middle Ages theme? Because he could have like the mace or something like that. He just punches shit hard in the face with like metal gauntlets. I like this character. Hold on. He's just a big fucker.
There's a really good Green Arrow story.
And Hawkman just picks him up and throws him around.
There's a really good Green Arrow story arc called The Longbowmen.
Isn't that one of his enemies?
It's actually a group of his enemies. They're called the Longbowmen. But the story is involving them. It's really good, though. It's one of the older Green Arrows that I've actually read.
If I was a villain, I don't think I'd theme myself after my quote-unquote hero adversary. Just saying.
I mean, maybe they're hoping he'll use them. I don't know. I got nothing.
He just wants to. They just want him to pull their strings.
Yeah. Sure, we'll go with that. Fuck.
Let's just end it there.
Jesus. All right, moving on. All right, so we're gonna
in the next issue of Green Arrow Yaoi edition.
We're gonna just move over. We're just going to move over to Red Hood, who's at some diner in the middle of nowhere. And, there's a trucker hitting on the waitress. And
so he decides to hit on the trucker?
No, he walks up. Oh, a minute. He walks up and he sits down. He's like, 2 coffees. Because she's like, the only thing you're getting from me is a coffee, not my number, to the trucker. He's like, make it 2. He sits down next to him. He's like, you sitting pretty close for, an open diner. He's like, yeah, well, I wanted to see if you would be willing to tell me why you're carrying $3 billion worth of illegal medical equipment in your trailer. And where's it going?
And right then the trucker starts thinking, holy shit, $3 billion? I'm getting gypped.
The trucker looks at him. You don't want to ask those kinds of questions. Jason goes, and Jason
clearly
sees him
the trucker
reaching.
doesn't know who this is.
No. Because he's not in gear.
Well, even still,
yeah.
Jason's put his face out there.
Yeah, he's reaching for a gun on his side, and Jason goes, oh no, these are the questions that I'm asking, and you're going to tell me, or you're going to tell me through split teeth? And then grabs the sugar container and shatters it across the guy's face.
It'd be better if it was salt.
And then proceeds to, it looked like a sugar container. Let me rephrase that.
I mean, no, it's a sugar
It's
container.
assumptively the sugar container. But he starts laying waste to a bunch of other truckers that all jump up to start fighting him. He has an internal monologue about how he's finally getting to cut loose after being under the bat's rules for so many months. As he slams the guy's head through the door of a microwave. And, he's handling it pretty well until a very big guy punches him in the face. And Jason hits the floor. And as he's standing up, Jason's like, man, you need license plates for those fists. And the guy makes a comment about how, yeah, you're just a dead man walking. And he raises his hands up like he's about to smash down on Jason. And the guy goes, ugh. And Jason's like, huh? And the guy falls over. And standing behind him is Bruce in a nice black trench coat.
Bruce attire.
Yeah, Bruce attire. Not Bat attire. Bruce attire. With 2 fingers on his right hand just sticking out like he just jabbed the guy in the back. That's all he did.
I mean, he probably hit the pressure point in the spine or something.
That's probably all he did. Jason's leaning against the counter. He's like, look, if you're here for a fight, you got to give me a minute.
I just got hit by that truck over there.
And Bruce goes, I'm not here for a fight. Sit down. And Bruce walks around the counter, grabs 2 cups of coffee, sets one down in front of Jason, says, drink. Jason looks at him. He goes, if you come to take me back to Gotham, I'm not going. He goes, oh no, you're not coming back to Gotham.
No. You're not coming into my house ever. But
you're also not
I'm here to help you.
You're also not going to Arkham. Because Penguin's not dead. So technically you didn't break our agreement yet.
Was his agreement just to not kill?
Yes, that was it.
You can do whatever you want. I don't care what bones you break in them, but just don't kill them. What if I break their skull bone? I said I don't care as long as they're not dead. What if I break their skull bone with a bullet to the face?
Jason,
are they dead after this happens? I don't know. Could be.
I don't know. I'm not God.
I'm not the Sisters of Fate.
But he's like, Jason's like, okay, so why are you here? Bruce takes a breath. And he puts his hand on Jason's shoulder and says, Roy Harper's dead.
So Jason didn't even know yet? He had just been kicked out of Gotham because of shooting a penguin in the face.
Yeah, and Roy's the one who helped him get back on his feet. And then Roy's like, look, I'm going to Sanctuary. He thought everything was good at Sanctuary. Jason didn't have any reason to believe otherwise.
I have the feeling that everybody thought that until this happened.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And Jason's like, "What? I just talked to him last week. How?" And Bruce is like, "We don't know who did it, and we don't know why, but Sanctuary was attacked. A lot of people died, including Roy." And Jason's like, you realize there are going to be a lot of people out for revenge, right? And Bruce looks at him.
Is he dropping a hint here?
He looks at him, and Jason says, it's probably better if I don't get into the mix of it. And Bruce goes, I
wasn't expecting that.
Agree. Like, it's literally I ellipses the 3 dots, and then agree.
World's greatest detective didn't know what this dude was about to say.
Nope. That threw him off. He's like, wait, what? And, Bruce is like, well, all right. Okay. I don't have...
That's why I was here. I didn't have to convince you of anything. So,
do you need a ride somewhere?
I'll pay for the coffee.
He's like, do you need me to drop you off somewhere? They're both walking out the diner. He's like, no, Jason's like, no, I need some air. He's like, all right. He goes, look, Bruce, thank you. I know that was...
Oh, for coming to tell him?
I know it probably was hard for you to come and tell me because you hate me. Or I know you hate me.
I don't think he hates
Bruce
him.
Goes, Jason, I have never, not once, ever hated you. Do I think you're an insolent little brat? Yes. Do I think you need your ass kicked so often? I don't deny that. But I know if the chips are down, you have my back and I have yours.
I feel like this was a moment for him to do the parental disappointment. I have never hated you. You've just disappointed me.
Right in the jewels there.
Hey, whoa, hey.
But so now I'm going to go back to something that opened the Red Hood comic. It opens with Jason on the side of the road listening to Roy's voicemail. Hey, this is Roy. I'm in rehab.
Oh, so he was trying to call him?
Yeah.
Ooh.
They loops back around to this because it says an hour before.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the scene occurs with Bruce showing up and everything. And then it goes back to that scene where he's like...
So hold on. So timeline-wise, it's Bruce stuff and then the call.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Jason's like, so I just found out. I'm going to take care of Underlife. Don't worry. Which is the organization Roy had him going after. He's like, but when I see you again, I'm kicking your ass for this whole dying thing.
Okay.
And then he hangs up, and then it shows up close of his phone.
That's almost like a fourth wall break on what comic books do.
I think that was kind of the nod at it. Also, it's Jason. Lazarus pits exist. But the question
I don't know that he would do that to somebody else.
Would he be willing to do it because he knows what that can do to you?
I don't think because Roy could come out knucking futs.
Yeah, I don't think he could do that to Roy. I don't. And now they may go that route, but I don't.
I don't think if it happens, I don't think it would be Red Hood throwing him in there.
If it's anybody that goes out of their way to do something like that, I have a feeling it will be Cheshire.
Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland?
No. She's a villain. She ended up having a romantic entanglement with Roy pre-New 52.
Is this... Oh, yeah, this is what you said before.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
If anyone would possibly do it, I think it would be her or maybe Ollie. If he really just can't move past it.
Ollie makes a lot of bad decisions. I can't think that he would make that decision.
If he can't move past it, he might. And that worries me. I'm not going to lie. That does worry me. But Jason goes on to try to find the place Underlife is based in, which is some small town. Like, it looked like Mayberry. Like, southern hometown. That's what this place looked like.
I can't whistle.
When he gets there.
So
there are people
like Aiken when I first moved there?
Good morning, John. Oh, hey, Sally, how's it going? How you doing? Oh, I'm good. God's doing good too. Do you know that kind of picture perfect southern town? The sheriff walks up to Jason and is like, "You're new here." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm just passing through." He's like, "All right, well, if you need a place to stay, you got the hotel over here, or the bed and breakfast over here." He's like, "Oh, all right, I'll take a look." Jason goes into the bed and breakfast, he signs in, they're like, well, and they're like, well, let me get your bags. He's like, nah, I got it. I'm actually going to go out for a bite to eat, and then I'll go up to the room. They're like, all right, well, have a good day. And Jason walks back out and then walks back out the door. And then it's from the perspective of someone looking at Jason through goggles. It's the best way I can describe it. And like it shows underneath his jeans, he's wearing his combat boots, like his ready for combat plated boots inside his, and it shows a X-ray vision of his bag with his mask, his guns, and everything. And there's a word bubble that says, ma'am, we might have a problem. And Jason thinks to himself, yeah, this is a nice place. It's a shame I'm going to have to tear it apart brick by brick.
Wow.
So yeah, I like where it's going. But yeah, I think that I like where the story is going for Red Hood. And the stuff with Ollie does concern me, but I don't think they're going to go that route. He's got other things on his plate right now. So, that pretty much wraps up everything I've got to say about this issue of Pagedom. So for the next issue, I will probably be doing a recap of up to that point of Heroes in Crisis again and probably Extinction.
And on the Saturday after that, we'll be covering our Halloween episode, which will have our likes and maybe some dislikes as far as horror things go. Whether it be movies, shorts on the internet, games, what have you. Just some of the things that make up the horror genre, in our opinion. And
yeah, we have kind of differing views on horror, so this might be one you guys will like. Well, I suppose that's the end of the episode.
Please like, comment, follow, and share. And also, more importantly, thank you for listening.
Take care.
Bye.